There's something so bloody good about getting up really early in the morning and training. I don't quite know what it is, but it's freaking awesome. And it doesn't even have to be weights or the stuff that you see here me doing. You know, years ago, I didn't even train with weights all that seriously. I would just get up in the morning and go for a run, like 5 o'clock in the morning. Before work, it doesn't really matter. I would get up and I go run around the suburb, run on the main road, like in the middle of the road. There's no traffic. And, night sky, stars, especially when it's like really in the middle of the summer. It's like 20 degrees, like 5 a.m. And you're running down the road and you feel like a badass, man. You feel like you're achieving something. You feel like I don't know how to put it, like you're beating everyone to it, like you're ahead of everyone, like you're beating everyone, like you're beating your fears, you're beating your doubts. You're just running. And there's nobody around. Everyone is sleeping. There's no cars on the road. In the previous house that we lived in like a hilly area. So then you hit a really steep street. And you're there huffing and puffing and working hard and just in your own mind, and all you can hear is your breath, working hard. And then you get to the top and then, you start jogging slowly, on the flat, and you can slowly hear your breathing start to settle. And then you go, wow, man, like I was really breathing hard there. I'm pretty sure everyone in the houses would have heard me, And then you come home and, daylight starts to break. And you're just freaking high for the rest of the day. I can't explain to you. Like a lot of people talk about it's very hard to get up in the morning and whatever. But man, for that feeling when you come back, it is glorious. You're in a good mood. You go to work. You're less explosive about the bullshit that you might encounter. You're just at peace, man. I can't really explain to you. I think there's something like really deep down within us that gets stimulated and kind of like, it's almost like God taps you on the shoulder like, good job. Like, it's just, you're so satisfied, you're so content. In all my life, I don't think I've heard or felt or lived a better, self-care thing that you can do for yourself. And I don't really care what it is, man. Like, as long as you make the effort and you go outside, if you can go outside, like, and feel that fresh air, feel the, feel that, feel the nature, feel the peace of nature. It could be yoga, you chuck a mat in the backyard, or it could be like a run like I used to do, or you could, squat and bench, like I did this morning. But, and also your thoughts. Your thoughts do something weird as well, man. Like, there's clarity around your thoughts as well. Like, for years, my wife and I have been talking about how, like, our kids wake up early in the morning and, it's in the morning where they, say and break through certain things, They'll say their first words. They're really sharp in the morning, in a good mood in the morning. Whereas at night, everyone's tired, everyone's grumpy, After 3 kids, man, like, as soon as I start seeing a little bit of, bickering amongst themselves or whatever, brush teeth, go to bed. That's it. I don't care if it's like 6:30 or 7 o'clock. As soon as I see them displaying certain behaviors, I know they love each other, but, they're just tired and over it, right? And I wonder, like, whether that, extrapolates to us, adults as well. If you're doing things at night, you're most likely to be short-tempered, in a bad mood or whatever. In the morning, it's the opposite. There's clarity, there's peace, there's this contentment. It's a powerful feeling, man. Like, if you've never done this, maybe it's going to be hard for you initially. But man, like, once you settle into it, it's freaking glorious. Like, right now, I feel like I've achieved something. It's like, 7 o'clock or whatever it is now. I feel like I've achieved something. It's bizarre. And, for the last 10 or so months, I've completely gone away from this. Because of the baby, waking us up all the time. And so, sleep becomes, hard to come by sometimes. So, like, even last night, I would have woken up 3 or 4 times, with the baby sleeping in our bed. He's 10 months now. He's a chunky monkey now. But, he's sick and dummy falls out. So, it's just easier for us to just keep him in between us. And, we're not going to squash him because he's a unit now. So, he's in bed, like, she's on one side of the bed, I'm on the other side of the bed, and baby's in the middle. I feel like I haven't turned, like it's just a shitty sleep, but still, it's a lot better than, when he was like 2-3 months. So, 2-3 months he wasn't in our bed, but still, you got to make the trek to his room and all that stuff. So I think now that he's sleeping a little bit better, like I feel like I want to do this a little bit more and just get amongst it. Get amongst the darkness and the early light. Obviously, it highly depends on what's happening in your life. But if you can get some sort of sleep, you don't have a baby at home waking you up, I think it's well worth your time. I think there's a lot of benefits there. Some people will say, "Oh, it's really poor quality training." I would disagree. If you look at some of the science, and screw science, try for yourself and see what's going on. But the science says that, your CNS is more active at night, but your hormones are more active in the morning, So, they say about, testosterone's a bit higher and you're basically more able to take volume in the morning, but you're stronger at night. That kind of like crisscross on the graph. The CNS picks up throughout the day, while the hormones start to fade away, because, you've been up on your feet and you've done things, blah, 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 blah. But I've done some pretty good things in the mornings, like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. I've done, I might not be the strongest, but you're not testing every day anyway, so you're building. I'm a really, really big advocate for this. If you try it, I reckon you will definitely feel better. You'll feel like an athlete. You'll feel like you're going places in life. It's a strange feeling. I can't quite, unless you've felt it, unless you've tried it, you can't really understand the impact it has. It's weird, man. It's really, really weird. I remember the opposite, right? I remember being school holidays and, mates and I will like get together like, at 10 o'clock at night, whatever, 9 o'clock at night, chill out. And we'd often like walk in the middle of the street to wherever we're walking, whatever, to get food or just walking around. And, walking in the middle of the street, there's no one around, no noise, no nothing, no pollution. And I remember like even then feeling like, wow, this is pretty sick. It's pretty amazing to be up when everyone's not up. You're tired. You're on the other, spectrum of the 24-hour cycle. But to maximize that feeling, early in the morning, wake up after a good sleep, you're feeling fresh, you're feeling great. And then you go in, go outside and you're going to do something. Training or whatever, then you start to feel freaking amazing, man. I'm going to try to do this a little bit more. The 2 weeks holidays start soon. So I'm going to try, once again, it highly depends on the little one, but I'm going to try and get up in the morning and do this, man. I really, really like it. I really like it. Like, I don't know how many times I've said it, but there's something special about it. And, if you're thinking about training twice a day, that's how you do it, man. Like if you can separate the 12 hours apart, 6 in the morning, 6 at night, something like that would be really good. Probably have your main session in the morning to enjoy the benefits of the morning, and then come in at night and maybe run up to like 180 or whatever your weight is, run up. It doesn't even have to be freaking squat. I'm thinking to myself, like the bench press is moving so well, and bench press is such a natural thing for me. Maybe even bench press, like whatever. I could do that as well, run up to a certain weight and do a bunch of sets. Once again, 5-10 minutes, man, dude, it's nothing. The kids go to bed at 7:30. I come out here at 7:30, bang out a couple of sets, and then go to bed. That excites me. That thought excites me, a lot of people are like, damn, Ivan, you're nuts. You're training every day. You don't want to try twice a day? Yeah, dude, like I genuinely enjoy this. The more I can do this, the better. And it doesn't have to be hard working. But just getting out here and doing something is just, it's a really cool feeling. And doing it at 6 o'clock in the morning, man, that is mint. Absolutely mint. Appreciate you guys like always, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.